Hey Glam Squad, what's up? I hope you guys are doing fantastic and that you are enjoying your springtime so far. Today we are doing a DIY on the wall. We're gonna be putting some trim. I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing it. This is the wall we are going to be working on. It is a big wall in my family room. Many of you know this area is under a makeover, which is taking forever, but we are moving forward. Guys, you're gonna be amazed to see how something so simple can take a basic wall to the next level. I am so excited, you guys. So let's elevate this room. These are the trim that I'm gonna be using. They are from Amazon. They are pre-cut and pre-made. On the Amazon website, they have different sizes. So basically, you just have to figure out which one works best for you, and that's it. As for me, these are the ones that I selected for this particular wall. And this is the pattern. It's gonna be a long one on top, a small one in the middle, and a medium size at the bottom. Of course, I'm gonna leave the link in the description box, so if you are interested, feel free to check them out. Each one has a pack of 2, just to let you know, because I thought it was only 1. I ordered a little bit more than I originally wanted to order, but it's gonna be fine because it turned out that I needed more. So yeah, so we have decided to put from left to right 5 panels on the wall. Also, we had to be mindful of the light switch and also the outlet, because we wanted them to either fall inside a panel or outside a panel. We don't want to cut anything because that can mess up things. So it took a minute to figure out where we want to start, and the spacing part we wanted to leave in between trims. Also, the same amount of space that we leave on the left, we wanted to leave the same amount of space on the right. And the same principle applies for top and bottom. Initially, we had put this string on the middle of the wall to help us figure things out and to keep things leveled. You're gonna see us remove it and put it back as necessary. So now we're gonna start at the bottom, and we are starting above the outlet, and as you can see, we also added another string to keep things level, just like when you're doing a patio. We're not gonna use nails to put them on the wall. Instead, we are using a clear glue. Stay tuned, I'm gonna give you a little bit more information about the glue. This was the first one. Basically, it was a trial. We didn't even know if the glue was going to work. So we were just trying it out to see whether or not it was going to work. My husband gonna take the lead on this project, so you're gonna be seeing him doing it mostly by himself. I am so grateful for his help. And I'm gonna take this moment to give a big shout out to every husband who has a YouTuber wife or an influencer wife. I know us YouTubers get all the praises, but the family members deserve some praise as well, especially the husbands or the partners. We wouldn't be able to upload all of these videos if we did not have supportive family members. For example, my husband constantly removing things off the wall, putting things on the wall, fixing patches, holes on the wall. Sometimes even when he's working from home in between meetings, he has to run out of the office to come do something for me. So I wanted to let him know that I am grateful, and also, as I mentioned, give a big shout out to all the husbands and the partners. Please go in the comment section and show some love to my husband, Mr. Michael, and let him know that we are grateful and we appreciate everything he has done for us. The first one is in. He is removing the excess glue. I'm gonna take this moment to welcome all of you who are here for the first time. Once again, my name is Dalou. I upload glam home decor and DIY videos. Please hit your subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss anything as soon as I upload. And to all of you, my Glam Squad, thanks so much for stopping by today. You're the best. He's gonna move on to the second one, and for that one, he's gonna start on the far left. Taking his sweet time to make sure it is in alignment. This project is not difficult, but you do not want to wash it. You really want to take your time to make sure it goes on the wall properly, because once you put it on the wall, you can remove it, but it's going to mess up the wall. So take your time, don't wash it. It's only going to take a couple of hours to get it done. As you can see, it is pressing it against the wall to make sure it is adhered to the wall.
Saw you from across the room.
So on this side, we left 6.5 inches. And we left the same amount of space on the other side.
Don't even know your name. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you.
Now the challenge was to figure out how many inches apart we wanna install the other 3 panels. This is what he's doing. He's measuring and spreading them apart until he figured out the correct space. In between the panels, he's going to leave 6.5 inches as well.
Show me what it's like from the other side.
And remember the saying, measure twice, cut once. In this case, I'm going to say, measure twice, glue once. This is why you see him going back to measure one more time to make sure everything is good. Once he was confident 6.5 inches was the correct amount of space to leave in between panels, he marked it down.
I think I've waited all these years for you right here. But how will I ever know?
The bottom part is done, and this is what it looks like. It's looking really, really nice so far.
Know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to
We're gonna move on to the middle part, and we are using the same glue we used earlier, except this time we are using a bigger version of it. It's gonna be placed above the switch light. Although I don't have that on camera to show you, we already did the initial measurement to make sure that placing this one above the switch light was the correct space to place it, and showing that the space that we left all the way at the bottom will be proportional to the space leaving on top from the ceiling down. I hope that makes sense.
saw you from across the room. When our eyes met, I never knew.
The spacing part between the top panel and the bottom panel is 6.5 inches.
Don't even know your name. I don't know you.
Now he's measuring another 6.5 inches of parting part between the middle panel and the top panel. As I mentioned earlier, this project is not difficult at all. The most of the time we'll be spending in measuring and planning for it. If you want to save some money, you don't have to buy these from Amazon. You can either go to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy some trim and have them cut them for you, or if you can cut them yourself. But as for me, I did not want to deal with that. I prefer to buy my panels pre-made. It is much more easier and simpler. As I mentioned, the link for them will be in the description box.
Would you stay another night? 'Cause I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you.
Although he had removed the string, but to help with the leveling, he put it back again. Also, you can see him using the yellow thing, which is a leveler, to make sure it is level on top as well.
But how will I ever know if you
He's almost done now. He's finishing up with the top portion of it. As you can see, he had moved up the leveling string as well.
But I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you.
This is the glue that he is using. You can find it on Amazon, also at Home Depot. The link will be in the description box.
Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. Yeah, Lonely papá, entre más lejos más feliz. Era un veneno y lo bebí. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Siempre se la peli esa actriz, pero ya vamos llegando al fin. Yeah, yeah. Somos felices a distancia.
Once he is done with installing the panels, he is going to put some caulk between the panels and the wall. It's not necessary to put the caulk. I could leave it like that if I wanted to, but the caulk will take it to the next level and makes it look like a professional job.
Nunca será nada ni seré tu pina. Gucci, Dior, baby, te ves fina. Qué pena que sea falsa, hecha en China. De pronto no era tan malo, ni tú tan buena como tú lo creías. En los fines pa' pasar la tuya. Va a la disco pa' olvidarme de ella, bebé. Solo tú me amas cuando quieres juguete. Yo no te boté, pero por falla vete. Ese decor yo se lo recete, sete. Somos felices a distancia. Ya no aguanto tu
Most people use their fingers when they're doing caulking, but my husband did not want to use his fingers. Instead, he's using a rod. I wet it for him with some water. It's always important to use water when you're doing caulking, even if you're using your finger to go over the caulk.
consentida pero chica está. Que te crees que eres dulce como lollipop. Dice que quiere fiesta, bajo, money. Que tú crees, sal de aquí ya. Solo maquineo pero no. Yo tengo una fila de buenas así que tan bebé. Quiere pretender y no les da. Nunca travesura, baby, no soy Nicky Jam.
This is what it looks like before caulking. As you can see, there is a little bit of space between the wall and the panel. And this is what it looks like after caulking. As you can see, it looks much better. And make sure the hole is not too big at all. This is the first one we did, and the hole was much bigger. As you can see, it did not turn out so good. So make sure the hole you are going to make on the caulking container is not big at all. We are done with the caulking. This is what the wall looks like. If I wanted a more dramatic look, I could just leave it like that. But because I want something more subtle, so I'm going to go ahead and paint the trim some color with the wall. The color of the wall is Madden Gray by Sharon Williams.
Entre más lejos, más feliz. Era un veneno y lo bebí. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Siempre se la peli esa actriz, pero ya vamos llegando al fin. Yeah, yeah. Somos felices a distancia. Ya no aguanto tu fragancia. Tú no eres consentida, que la tienes merecida. Somos felices a distancia. Ya no aguanto tu fragancia. Tú no eres consentida, que la tienes merecida. Yeah, yeah. Cogiste la rosa y escupiste pina. Nunca será nada ni seré tu pina. Gucci, Dior, baby, te ves fina. Qué pena que sea falsa, hecha en China. De pronto no era tan malo, ni tú tan buena como tú lo creías. En los fines pa' pasar la tuya.
We tagged him to finish the painting job. This is me doing some of the painting, although my husband did most of it, but I did a little bit as well. This is the second coat. We had to give it 3 coats.
Ya no aguanto tu fragancia. Tú no eres consentida, que la tienes merecida. Somos felices a distancia. Ya no aguanto tu fragancia.
We are done. Let me remind you what the wall looks like initially. And look at it now. What a big difference. I'm amazed. I think the hubby did a wonderful job. Show him some love. Please remember to share this video with a friend or on your social media pages. And do not leave without hitting your subscribe button and turning your notification bell so they can let you know as soon as I upload a new video. A big thank you to all of you for stopping by today. I love you all. Bye-bye.